I've been sitting here having a coffee and thinking about the resumption of footy last night between Collingwood and Richmond. And there's a couple of things. It's still hot. There's a couple of things that I came away with. The first one is that we are going to have crappy scoring. Well, we did anyway even before this pandemic, but with this pandemic now, it is going to be... You're going to get many games of winning scores of 44 to 31, and that's ridiculous. The second thing, and probably the most important in my mind, is the shortened quarters. They need to go. Get rid of the shortened quarters, AFL. We do not need 16-minute quarters with time on. It's not going to stop any spread of COVID-19 between those players, whether you play for 16 minutes or 20 or 25 minutes. And don't talk to me about fatigue, because, and I admit that the fatigue was big last night, but they'll warm up to that again once they get a few games under their belt in the next 3 or 4 weeks. They're going to be a lot better than what they were last night. Jesus, I hope so, because that was dreadful. It was a snore fest. I was listening on ABC radio, and it was just boring. Collingwood stuffed it up, and they're my team, so obviously I'm quite pissed off. They stuffed it up royally. Richmond had about 50 million chances to win the game in the last quarter and couldn't take them. So, but come on, the quarters are too short. You know what? At least make it 20 to 25 minutes if you're determined to shorten quarters. And God knows why you're doing that. We don't need a shortened game. These are the creme de la creme of all footy players, supposedly. The top athletes of the game. They don't need shortened quarters. And I leave you with this. I hope to God scoring improves, because football was boring before COVID with the defensive structures and the overuse and the neglecting of offensive capabilities. Jesus Christ, fix it. Coaches, I'm sorry, I put it back on you. You can be defensively great and offensively great, and the best teams can do both. God's sake, fix it up. If we're going to have to put up with shortened quarters and no crowds and no atmosphere apart from canned crowd noise on Channel 7, you're going to have to give us the product to step in and fill the breach, because last night's product was dreadful. Absolutely dreadful.